property so not to disturb other guests within the B&B. Policies and procedures for the B&B will be developed for quiet enjoyment of all guests as well as the community. Emergency and safety precautions will also be outlined with each guest as they register. Deliveries will be...
Stop right there.
Okay.
Why don't we modify that to read deliveries and late arrivals will be limited to the front entrance only.
Okay. Deliveries and late arrivals will be limited to the front entrance only. Outdoor lighting and landscaping. All lighting will be designed to enhance the current lush landscaping, adding pathway lights for safe navigation throughout the property. All lighting will be directed towards the landscaping or home, and security 24-hour outdoor monitoring security system.
A question about lighting. I know that it's nice to have a lot of lighting, but the least disruptive lighting is dark sky compliant lighting. I know it's not talked a lot of here in Florida, but it certainly is talked a lot about in Colorado, where I'm from, and it's what the Pickleplex had to install at Florida Southwestern so that they were not disruptive to the observatory that's out on the premise out there. So
What kind of lighting again?
it's called dark sky compliant. It's where it doesn't provide a lot of uplighting into the sky.
It doesn't have a lot of diverse lighting. It's really,
It's
a
very
very
focused
well-directed
lighting on the targeted area, so that it's, for example, the pickleball court, the Pickleplex courts, you get the lighting on the courts, but if you drive away from it, you see that the sky, the air space above the lighting is dark. So it's like, is there a way to have lighting so that it's not disruptive to the neighbors?
Is that a recognized, we have a planner here that, is that acceptable and recognized? Acceptable?
No. My concern is the language, and also we don't have any control of the encroachment of light from the city property, frankly. So I wouldn't be able to have a lighting expert measure and avoid that lighting.
That's a very good point.
I understand your intent of appropriate residential nature landscape lighting. There may be minimal ground lighting required for accessibility. That is, we agree with those
Okay.
ideas.
I would, the only concern I have with respect to the last sentence in the outdoor lighting, says all lighting will be directed towards the landscaping or home. I think you potentially direct the light towards landscaping that will then also shine on adjoining properties. So it may be simpler to say all lighting shall be directed away from neighboring properties.
Yes.
That's good.
Okay. Any other additions, clarifications to the conditions?
just to be safe. I have not had a formal conversation with Ms. Devine, but I have had a number of informal conversations, just so you all know that.
I do have a question about the topic of penalties.
Yeah, we can't do that.
There's nothing we can do.
Well, we're going to be enforcing any violations of our codes through code enforcement. We will be enforcing the conditions of the special exception, if necessary, through code enforcement, and also by way of revocation of the special exception. But that, we cannot assess other penalties other than that.
Okay.
I also want to say that I met with Ms. Devine and Mr. Ivy.
Thank you. All right. So if there are no other clarifications or additions with respect to the conditions, I may suggest this as a recommended motion. Based upon the evidence and testimony provided at the public hearing, including but not limited to the staff report, application, the applicant's submissions by the intervener, we find that the special exception request satisfies the criteria for approval and shall be approved together with the conditions that have been read into the record from staff and the applicant as amended.
I will make a motion to approve SE-01-19, subject to Mr. Levin's statement just now.
I'll second.
There has been a motion and a second to approve SE-01-19 based on Mr. Levin's statement. Recommendation as far as the motion. Would all those in favor please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? The motion carries. Thank you all very much. Okay, council, do we need a break or can we press on?
Let's keep going.
Okay.